Is it Christmas yet? Right, sometimes I think we can easily overcomplicate things. We're trying to do clever stuff with our crafts. I try to bring you a mix of some stuff that's a bit fiddlier and some things that are just totally simple and beginner friendly and all that. So today is one of the latter. We're going to make a tea light holder like this. This is a bought one. I made this great big mould from it. If you want to see how to make moulds, I'll put a link in up here, so you can go and have a look at that later if you want. I've got a whole mould making playlist. Now this one, I just made it in an old takeaway tub. The other things I've got then are obviously the mould. Let's get rid of that. I've got some silver floating powder, and look at that, big sparkles. So we're going to be using those. And other things, we'll just see. I'm just going to be chucking things into this mould and coming up with a lovely sparkly tea light holder for you. Right, let's crack on. So I've got some resin mixing up here. I'm going to use the Apex High Gloss. It goes up to quite a good depth, this does, so we should have no problems with the volume on this one. And then what I'm going to do is paint in and sprinkle in and generally just do nice stuff inside this mould first. Now, if you're using this powder but you haven't got resin out yet, so you haven't got a respirator on or anything like this, can I just suggest you do at least wear a dust mask, because it flies everywhere. It's really, really beautiful and fine and lovely stuff. And I'm just painting patches, really. Scattering, painting. I want it quite random. Okay, you don't want to be breathing this in. No more people yelling at me about wearing PPE, by the way. There's whole videos on it, by the way. If you want to see the little video I made about it, it's on my channel somewhere. I'll put a link. I'll put a link in the description for you to say if you go hunting for it. But also at the bottom of my description is the best PPE video I have ever seen. A link for that. So if you want to see beyond just what I think and what I do, go have a look at that one, because it's a proper expert. Right, so that's that. I'm next going to go in with some of this. That was the silver floating powder. This is called Radiance, and it's a luxury mica. Again, from Just For You Online. And I'm just going to put a bit of that here and there. I kind of want just a really random look to this. I'm trying to get up under these edges. Might need to tip it up, might I, to do that. Sticking to the mat. Don't know if you can see all this powder floating around in the air. It's such fantastic fine stuff. It does kind of go a bit everywhere. It's amazing. Okay, so there's a bit of that. So that is called Radiance. And then finally, I'm going to put some of this in. These are like silver flakes. They're more of a, I don't know what they're made of, to be honest. More like glitter than anything. It's like a, I don't know, Just For You Online, if you're on. Could you tell the people what this is made of? It's like glitter stuff. It's quite substantial. And it's mega metallic. It really is. Well, you can see, can't you? It's like bits of mirror. It's incredible. And they do it in a few colours as well. But I thought we'd go silver with this one. Right, that's enough sparkle, I think. I'm going to just fill it up now with my resin. Now, I might not have enough mixed up. I've done a big pot, but this is quite a big chunk of a thing, so it might take more than this. What I'm going to mix in is some white shimmer, and this is a proper pigment paste. Look how thick that is. Going to give it a good stir first, because it does settle if it sits for too long. And this has been sat for a little while. like a few weeks. So giving it a good stir up first, and look how nice that is. A lot of white shimmery pigments and powders and things come out a bit creamy. This one's actually really quite white. It's just called white shimmer, which is a perfect name for it, I think. I don't know how much we're going to need, so let's just mix that chunk in and see what we've got. Because it's a pigment paste, it's pretty heavily pigmented. So even if I want to get it reasonably opaque, I shouldn't need a huge amount. Let's grab another Wonder Wipe. It's a big pot, so I am now going to put quite a lot in. Let's see how far that goes. But isn't that lovely? Look at that. Could do that with mica powder, of course. But I like the pastes because then you don't tend to get lumps. You know, like with the mica powder, you can sometimes get lumps. But if it's already made into a paste, then that's already been dealt with. It's already going to mix smooth like so. So let's just tip that in and see what happens. See how far that goes. Gosh, that uses a lot, doesn't it? Should be rather pretty, shouldn't it? Nice simple make for you folks. So that should be nicely stirred up now. Now if I've mixed up too much, probably have. I usually do, don't I? I'll just lob it in another mould. Not a problem. I've got a little pot here. I need some little plant pots. Let's pop it in there. That's it. We're done. We're done. I'm going to have a clean up and I will see you for the demould. Easiest peasiest. First Christmas make of the year for me. So, see you later, folks. Right, this is incredible. This is cured already. It's only been a couple of hours. Now, I think it's possibly flash cured because it's such a big chunky thing. Because the little pot I did as well, that's still proper runny and gloopy. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. Possibly should have used a deep cast resin for this. I probably should have. But I do find I can get away with a lot with this resin. There we are. Isn't that pretty? Pleased with that. The glitter kind of, and the silveriness and the everything's just kind of done what I wanted it to do. Isn't that lovely? So that final step is to just sand off this little rough edge at the bottom. And then we'll find it a tea light and we'll take some photos. But yeah, all those different powders I put in have really done their thing, haven't they? Weird effect there. I don't know how I created that. Nice. Right, if you like this little video, I'll see you for the next one, of course. In the meantime, if you would give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, the button for that's down here as well. So you know what to do. If you've got any requests, by the way, I videoed this the same day as this video has actually been released onto YouTube. So if you have any requests for anything you'd like to see me do on the Christmassy theme, then do drop something in the comments below. And if it's something that kind of fits in with what I'm, the sort of things that I can do, then I will do that for you. So thanks again, folks, and I will see you for the next one. Bye.